LEGO Junior's Creating Cruise is a runner. I guess you drive in it, but it's a runner where you move perpetually to the right and only to the right, collecting studs to customize your minifigure and your vehicles. There is a very deliberate gameplay loop at play. You customize your minifigure, you build your vehicle, and then you drive out to collect more minifigure customization parts and vehicle customization parts, so that way you can drive to collect more minifigure customization parts and vehicle parts with the new vehicle customization and minifigure customization parts you unlocked. The terrain is randomly chosen from a bunch of preset scenery, and there's very little actual gameplay here. The game is recommended for 4 to 7 year olds, but there still is some gameplay, so we're going to talk about that. The most obvious gameplay nuance is that different vehicles are capable of different things. Some are large enough to collect the studs hanging in the air above the road, some are not, some can jump. The helicopters can fly, which is definitely the most nuance the gameplay has, period. But yes, there are some studs that you can't reach with certain cars and can only reach in other cars, obviously. Otherwise there would be no point into choosing other cars beyond cosmetic reasons. Because the terrain is randomly chosen, you can't know exactly what kind of vehicle you might want before you go on the road. So choosing a helicopter or a large vehicle is probably the best bet. That being said, there are little off-the-path dirt roads that only small cars can access, and those have the most studs available of any path available in the game. But the small cars are pretty much useless otherwise, so you're running a risk-reward system when you choose a small car. You may get the least amount of studs, or you may get the most amount of studs. It really depends on whether the game decides to spawn a dirt path for the small car to drive on. As for other nuances, there really aren't many. You can interact with some of the NPCs to get an additional stud here and there. But that's about it. Everything I listed, that's about the game. The gameplay loop is you go out and unlock stuff, and you use the stuff you unlocked to go out and unlock more stuff next time. The scenery is nice enough, but it's not going to keep people busy for too long, especially when it starts to get repetitive after about the 10th drive. And there is a lot of stuff to unlock. Something that I think would have immensely helped the game would have been the ability to choose how long your drive is going to be, because the drives are around 1.5 to 2 minutes long by default, and you can't change the drive length. If you could, then I think the game would be a lot more entertaining, because you could either have a much shorter drive or a much longer one if you want to get as many studs as possible. But yeah, that's LEGO Junior's Creating Cruise. It's almost as simple can be, but it's still a video game, and they still tried at least a little bit to do something. I don't know, I like Legos, I guess. Also, it's free and there are no microtransactions, so like, don't worry, this doesn't cost money or anything like that.